pawn shop on Dixie Highway looks to be a total loss after an early morning fire. Shively fire was called to Wholesale Gyms near the Dixie Food Mart shortly after 1 o'clock this morning. No injuries were reported. The owner of the business told us no one was inside at the time. Fire officials are still trying to find out how it started. Today marks 2 years since Roe v. Wade was overturned. In 2022, the Supreme Court of the United States overturned the ruling, taking away the constitutional right to abortion, leaving the decision up to each state. Since then, abortion issues have been at the forefront for many state lawmakers, and that includes here in Kentucky, where abortion is illegal at all stages of pregnancy with very limited exceptions. You see Jim Stratman here in the studio with me now. Jim, Kentuckians are still fighting for safe abortion access. Yeah, there's going to be a couple of events today that are going to push specifically for that, Eric. In fact, Kentucky's near abortion ban, well, even since it went into effect, it's faced its fair share of challenges, especially in the legal system, and it remains in effect to this day. Now, in the wake of the Dobbs decision, which overturned Roe v. Wade, Kentucky's trigger law banned nearly all abortions in Kentucky. Days later, that law faced legal challenges filed by the ACLU, Planned Parenthood, as well as others. Now, that case went all the way before the Kentucky Supreme Court, who affirmed a previous ruling that kept the abortion ban in place. Later on today, there are going to be several events to push for abortion rights here in the Commonwealth. Planned Parenthood will be speaking here in Louisville alongside the ACLU and Congressman Morgan McGarvey. That event is expected to start at 10 o'clock in the morning. In Lexington, officials will be launching a new statewide campaign that highlights the consequences of Kentucky's abortion ban. That is set to begin at noon. Now, coming up here in the next half hour of GMK, I'll take a closer look at abortion laws in both Kentucky and Indiana and how they set to factor into the November election. Eric? All right, Jim, thank you. The issue of abortion is sure to be a hot topic during this week's first presidential debate. That's set for this Thursday on CNN. We're going to break down that debate for you on air and online. We're going to do that at WHAS11.com. And looking ahead, tomorrow, the Jefferson County Public School Board is planning to vote on its transportation plan with TARC. That plan includes contracting upwards of 70 TARC drivers to work for the district. The goal is to help alleviate the district's bus driver shortage, and it comes as the Transit Authority is facing potential layoffs due to service cuts. The school district says the goal is to restore some of its bus routes that were initially cut for magnet school families. JCPS estimates around 15,000 students will lose bus service for the new school year. A Shelbyville man is behind bars this morning after a deadly double shooting. The Shelby County Sheriff's Office says deputies arrested 32-year-old Michael Hunt. Police say on Friday night around 9 in the Cropper area of Shelby County, they found a woman who'd been fatally shot and another woman with life-threatening injuries. Hunt is charged with 1 count of murder and 1 count of attempted murder. He's being held at the Shelby County Detention Center. A Louisville club owner is voluntarily closing their establishment after a shooting this weekend where 1 person died and 7 others were injured. Metro Police say it happened Saturday morning outside Club H2O on West Broadway in the Russell neighborhood. WHAS 11's Taylor Woods has details.
A night out in the Russell neighborhood quickly took a turn when shots rung out early Saturday morning. Several people were hanging out at H2O Lounge on West Broadway when Louisville Metro Police say 8 people were shot.
We always hear about how those good times turn into total nightmares.
LMPD found 40-year-old Joseph Bowers of Indianapolis dead outside the nightclub. 1 other person was taken to U of L Hospital with life-threatening injuries. In a statement, Louisville Metro Alcoholic Beverage Control said, quote, "The incident at Club H2O is currently under investigation by LMPD and Louisville Metro ABC. They went on to say the owner of H2O Lounge has temporarily closed the business in light of public safety concerns and to allow the establishment to mourn the loss of their employee.
Unfortunately, it's the same redundant conversation that we have to revisit.
Community activist Christopher 2X of 2X Game Changers is tired of the gun violence. He can only imagine the pain Bowers' family is feeling. 2X says the worst call a family can receive is being notified from LMPD's homicide unit that their loved one has been killed.
It takes on another level of grief that is indescribable for that particular family who is not necessarily from Louisville.
Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg took to X, posting, "Last night's mass shooting makes it painfully clear that we must do more to stop the gun violence that is plaguing our city. LMPD is working hard to apprehend those responsible." He's also asking witnesses to contact LMPD. Police do not have a motive in this shooting. At the end of the day, 2X says there is no win in hurting someone else.
Retaliatory, actions behind this, it just causes more unspeakable pain. The ripple effect is real.
Taylor Woods, WHAS11 on your side.
There are still no suspects as of right now. Anyone with information is urged to call the anonymous tip line at 574-LMPD, and you can also use the online portal. Mayor Craig Greenberg will join officials from the Louisville Free Public Library today to announce more than $1 million in funding, which will go toward renovating several branches. Libraries in the Parkland, Portland, and Fern Creek neighborhoods are slated for makeovers. The Fern Creek Library will get a green roof, the one in Portland will get a total restoration, and the Parkland Library is reopening after a 40-year closure. Today's announcement is at 2. It's at the main branch right there on York Street.